Alright, so we're going to talk about the just announced. December 29th is official. Fedor Emelianenko against Rampage Jackson. This fight I would have been wanting to see since you don't know how long. Not only have I been a UFC fan, but I've been a Pride Fighting Championship fan for a long time, since Wanderlei, Rampage, Mark Hunt, Rico Kokop, Nogueira, fucking Sakuraba. All the people were fighting in that shit. I was watching that shit. Ricardo Arona, Hua, Alistair Overeem, bro. Anderson Silva. I could keep naming so much people that were in that organization. But yeah, I've been wanting to see this fight. But now they're old. So now this fight, if it would have been back in the day when they were both in their prime, I would have gone for Fedor easily. Just because Fedor is more well-rounded. And yes, Rampage had more power back then, but Rampage was a smaller fighter compared to both of them, because Fedor was the heavyweight back then. But if you ask me how would this fight go, honestly, it depends, because both of them have been really leaning towards one thing. Like for instance, Rampage been always leaning to his striking. His strength, he hasn't had that brutal strength in a long time. Best person to give you an example was when he fought against Chael Sonnen. When he fought against Chael Sonnen, he wanted to strike and he couldn't strike. He would just wrestle. So if Fedor was to take it to him in the wrestling aspect, yeah, I think Fedor could win the fight. But if I see Rampage winning this fight, again, I can't call this fight either or, because they're not both in their prime, and it's very hard to make that decision because they're both coming. Their careers been going up and down in the ending of their careers, you can say, right now at the age that they're at. But Rampage, if he was to win, I see Rampage winning by the striking. A lot of people, Fedor's striking is good too. Yes, but Fedor's chin been touched a lot more than Rampage's chin. Fedor been getting rocked by Matt Mitrione, Ryan Bader. He also got knocked out by Dan Henderson. Submitted by Verdum. Normally, how, let's say Rampage was losing is by decision, if anything, and getting gassed. But as of striking, nah, I see Rampage having the better striking in him, between him and Fedor. And Fedor likes to throw a lot of those looping punches. You know, Fedor comes from unorthodox things. But one thing that Rampage always has, and has to this day, is his parries. If you do not know what a parry is a block. But instead of blocking like this, you're blocking on this side. So when, let's say they throw a punch, right? They throw, whether it's they throw their left punch and you block with your right hand. You have this right here, but you have now your left hand open to be able to do whatever you want. So when you're blocking this one, you could come with the opposite hand. You could do it with this way too. But Rampage is a beast at doing parries. So you can look at all his highlights, whether it's against Wanderlei or anybody, his parry's always been up to date, or against Chuck Liddell, his parry's always been up to date. So if he was to win Rampage, it would be by striking. Probably, again, his parries and coming in, boom, and getting on the inside and beating Fedor. If Fedor was to win, it'll be by grappling. But I don't think it'll play vice versa. It'll be one way or another. If it takes it to the ground, it's Fedor. If it's striking, it's Rampage. But nonetheless, I'm excited to see this. Better late than never.
If you like these breakdowns, make sure you look at the other videos that I have, and subscribe now to our MMA 420 YouTube channel, now on Instagram at _MMA 420 _. And can't forget, opinions always up for discussion, so don't talk shit.